Facebook. So, yeah.
What's like the common thing to ask in a Facebook ad? So like, if you guys are running Facebook ads, what do you hope that the customer does like immediately after seeing that ad? Or do you not even expect them to do anything?
For us, that's a direct response channel, which is, you see the ad, I need you on our website somehow. That's the only task that I ask of that ad, is to get you through that discovery point so that I can get you into consideration on our site.
Okay.
Other companies will make that their educational point so that it's where they're not necessarily trying to get you to click, they're just trying to explain who they are. So they're using that channel a little bit differently. Our content marketing end, our blogs and relationship advice, all that we ask of that is that they're on our site so that they can kind of know who we are, and so that I could put a retargeting pixel on them and go back and find them on Facebook later and hit them with that ad that gets them to click to the actual site.
Wait, so how does that work?
When a user visits our page, we fire off a pixel that puts them into a retargeting pool for either Facebook or Google.
So Facebook does all the work for you then?
And Facebook, then we can say, target all of these users who you have a record of being on our site. Super creepy. Not as creepy as I'm looking for 35-year-old single women in Boulder who have been to a yoga class in the last 3 weeks and have posted about it on Facebook, which you can also do.
How much space do you have?
Yeah, Facebook's got a lot of our information on it. I'll say I didn't quite get the tools or resources, but those are there. My email's at the bottom too. Email me about anything. I'm happy to answer specific questions about what you guys are doing. And then I think we have 5 or so minutes for questions if anybody has them. Yeah.
What platforms do you use to keep track of customers?
Right now, our customer database is part of our stack. It's Postgres. And we also run Mixpanel to track a lot of the behavioral data that's happening on the site. So any particular triggered events or clicks on the site or in the app itself. We use that rather than Google Analytics because we have an app. So we need to push data back out into some system.
So I feel like the focus is like trying to drag like as many minnows into your net as possible. Do you guys ever like go whale hunting? Do you ever find like, this is a company that I want to acquire us or like pick us up as whatever, like I'm gonna like attack this company specifically with my marketing and try and get like 1 or 3 huge companies to pick us up?
We don't.
Okay.
Because of this traction bullseye, right?
Yeah.
That fits in as, for me, a targeted influencer on this sheet of going after, I'm sure if we got in touch and Gwyneth Paltrow loved us, then a lot of her followers or her social following or things like that would have a return for us.
Yeah.
For us, the effort and connections that we have right now in order to get to her are not as big a priority as the fact that I'm making a 3-to-1 return on Facebook,
Yeah.
which at the same time has a 90 million person reach that we can totally control. And that's our strategic decision. Other folks and other brands, as you guys all know, go the other way. And they say, if we land these whales, then within 6 months, everybody's gonna know about us.
Right.
Or if we cause a social media controversy because of, I don't know, look what just happened with Uber. Like Lyft did not do anything and just sat back and capitalized on everything that Uber has fucked up in the last month.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really interesting, like, I don't even know why I said that example, but yeah. It all depends on your strategic outcome, right? Like none of this is a formula. It's just a structure of find what works for you because you're doing small iterative tests as quickly as you can to see what value you get back.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. Anybody else?
Do you
guys use something like Ad Hoc to keep track of all your digital ads?
We don't, because we're not across too many channels right now, but we're getting to the point where we need to. And those guys are awesome.
So is there such thing as launching too big of an ad campaign too early before you have your product ready to go? Like you're already hyped and then people are excited and then they have to wait too long and they get that.
Yes, there's a risk to that. One of the exercises that I think I'm going to suggest that you guys run through, and we're going to talk through a little bit of how to accomplish that, is to actually set up and run a paid campaign to gauge interest in your own products. With that, that's more of an interest campaign. It's not necessarily a sales campaign. What we'll do a lot, an example from our world, is if we're thinking about testing a new feature, we'll actually put up a landing page and run ads so that we get people in that will either sign up for email updates or not. And that's our conversion that shows us whether or not people are interested enough for us to justify building out that feature. Whether, like, you can launch a huge campaign and not be ready for it though. Yeah. We were publicized on Super Bowl Sunday by one of our affiliate partners who sent out an email to his list, which was 2.5 million people. Had 18,000 people sign up on Super Bowl Sunday morning when our entire staff was drinking. And our support staff was out for the Super Bowl too. So we came in Monday morning to 5,000 support requests. And all 8 of us spent the next week answering support tickets.
So you're not just in Boulder?
No. Yeah.
How do you handle that? It's something that we've been running into where it's like, there's like not that many thrift stores in Boulder. I obviously can't like.
Digital, we're doing it digitally. I mean, we found offline events and things like that aren't where we make a lot of return. It's tough. I would challenge you on whether or not your thrift store customer versus your student mover customer which has more value for you right now. So, it's 3:15. I don't know if you had any. Good. Anything else?
Let's thank our speaker.
Thanks, guys. I would love feedback because I don't do these things very often and I'm in my own world. So if you have any feedback, either write it on a sticky and leave it on your desks or email me. Happy to answer questions, connect afterwards too if I can be of any help.